We got Studio Series 86 Ironhide. I almost said Ratchet. That was kind of funny. Anyways, so 360-degree turn. Oh. So yeah, we'll go over articulation first here, because I don't really need to talk about paint. He has all the paint he needs. It may be a little excessive because of some clear plastic choices, but we'll get into that in vehicle mode, because that's more vehicle mode rant, and transformation rant too, than a robot mode rant. You do get some pretty good ankle tiltage, and if you kind of move the leg out, you can kind of move it out due to transformation, you can get him into some more dynamic poses that you maybe not be able to get otherwise. Just because of how that works. Oh yeah, and then that's kind of cool. And if you untab, you get like a backwards butterfly technically. Yeah, of course that can go 360. You got your bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow that may be a little greater than 90. Knees 90. Of course you got like a thigh swivel there. Legs can go up, back that far, boop. You do get a hip flap, but it looks like they were going to make it separate, but then the budget just didn't allow it, so they just made it one piece. Don't know why they did that, but yeah, that's the thing. Some customizer separated it, so, and it does work like that, so don't know why they did that, but it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, oh yeah, you got waist rotation, all that good jazz. His head's on a ball joint, pretty good. And yeah, oh, he does have wrist swivel. Yeah, when they do these hinge joints, okay, this figure kind of proves that you can still get a wrist swivel out of this. It's just they being fucking lazy half the time. And yeah, I know some people complain about there not being like a thing to fill that out. With how the arm was designed here, I could really see no way of there being something to cover that without it looking horribly ugly. That's all I gotta say there. But yeah, that said, I kind of wish the leg kibble cleaned up a little better, but it's better than having a part forming piece that well, I mean, the part forming piece I didn't even really care about with the other one. What I fucking annoyed me was how they executed the feet on that last one, because on the Earthrise one, all they did was just kept the feet of the Siege one, so as a result, you didn't have the van part on the back of the van was non-existent. Whereas here, you can see there's clearly the back of the van, so it'll look proper in that configuration. I don't have my, I think I do have it. Before we get them transformed, I'm gonna go grab that real quick and do a comparison with the Earthrise one. So, alright, we are back, and we got the Earthrise one right here. Now, he is technically taller, but however, we will go in, we go the transformation here. A lot more involved in him. I will argue also a lot more involved in him. And also a lot more involved than him. Not as involved as the Hot Rod was from Studio Series, but is a little, you want to go slower process with him than the Hot Rod, because he just has some scary bits on him. So yeah, we'll get into that right now. So yeah, anyways, better robot mode representation overall, but yeah. Anywho, I'll review his transformation in depth in a video later, because I do actually have the Prowl with me here. However, the first of these Earthrise molds I won't actually View Pro, because I want to do the blue streak first. So that'll just be the nature of the game. But yeah. So we'll go with his transformation. So you want to move the gun. Oh, before we go into transformation, you can either, for weapon storage, either put the gun there or put it on his leg, like so. I find the leg ones stay more secure than the upper arm ones. So yeah, that's just what I found. But yeah. So untap that. Fold in the hands. And then we'll just kind of untap that. Okay, there's, hold on, I'm trying to figure out, because the way, I think I may just have to unfold that and just fold that. The way in which, okay, we'll just, the way in which this moves, it boggles my fucking head. Okay, so we want to move the arms back. So you just untab them and just that arm just simply tabs in there. Undo that. And then there's a tab on the side of his arm, tabs in there. Simple enough. Nothing too fucking crazy. Oh, okay, yeah. So you just want to lift that up. And then, okay. There's barely any clearance for that. These kind of got to flex. Don't like that. There's a lot of steps in here I don't like. Move these translucent parts that should not have been translucent, and you can see a stress mark already. So yeah, fucking fantastic. Anyways, fold that like so. Fold that part like that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and then, oh yeah, they also didn't paint that red, which they should have, but you know, yeah. Anyways, okay, so flip the waist of the gray. In that little slot there. And then there you go. And then next, what you want to do is second verse, same as the first. Boop, boop, boop. And then just line up those tabs again. And there we go. And then the back part here will kind of tab together. There's a little slot back there, you see. That goes together. Okay. So then this will go kind of back in accordingly. Shit. Okay, I don't know why this is giving me difficulty on camera, because I've like done this transformation actually quite a bit. I've had him for like since Saturday, and as of recording this, it's like Tuesday morning. Yeah, I usually film this really early in the morning or late at night, and then I don't upload until like way later, with the exception of this review here, because first time I get stuff that's relevant in a while, so kind of want to catch that train a little. But could you blame me for that? Okay, so we'll tab that in. Then Okay, there's these two clear tabs that have to hook on to this part here. It fucking scares me every time. Things will untab. That's kind of how this figure transforms. It feels like a Bay movie toy. In the worst ways possible. Okay. And yeah, that will just split. I think it's because of another tab in there that's causing it not to go in all the way. Saw someone shave it off and said it was perfectly fine after that. So yeah. Oh yeah, one neat thing you can do is put these guns underneath like so. And you got tailpipes. So that's kind of cool. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, anyways, yeah, the Studio Series Ratchet and vehicle, or not Ratchet, I did it. Studio Series Ironhide vehicle mode, and pretty good. You could tell that's probably where the light bar's gonna go. But yeah, no, nice backside. And yeah, we'll do some comparisons with the Earthrise one in a bit, so we'll be right back. Here are the two vans, and I will say I do prefer the colors on the new one than the original. However, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, it being the color matching. Different color red, different color red, different color red. You wanna know why? Okay, because I think this is the unpaintable plastic for the feet. The top of the feet. So, because that color matches more this, more so. But I will say the color matching isn't as horrible as this guy was. But it's still not great. But yeah, I prefer the blue translucent over the clear translucent, but I will say no translucent is the best. Oh yeah, and the whole back section looks so much better. So much better. That being said, this looks cleaner than how the legs do here with that. It's still not great because you actually got two of them here versus just the one. But on the bright side, you don't have this arm piece sticking out of like, you don't have that happening here. So that's nice. Also, the van, the proportions of how the window is with everything else looks better. Doesn't look weird. And also, you don't have that stupid gap right there. In addition, you actually got the proper wheels instead of using the stupid Cybertronian wheels. And, since the windows are clear, you don't have to worry about that issue they had there. But honestly, I would have preferred if these were just molded under the same red plastic as this, and then these were just painted, because you could have probably saved quite a bit of the paint budget just doing that, honestly. Because instead of having to paint this whole red section here, that whole red, and then same thing with up here, that would have been just one solid piece of opaque red plastic. You would have just had to paint the windows. And honestly, that probably would have saved them more money than anything, because they could have just used the same color blue that they did with the eyes for the windows. It would have been more of a metallic color, but people aren't going to bitch about metallically opaque windows because it's not clear plastic. So yeah, it's a win. But yeah, roof looks more solid because it's one piece, but this thing's just a really shitty retool, and this is a great figure. That's really, at the end of the day, this figure's issues at the end of the day would be fixed if they didn't use clear plastic. That's really the thing holding this thing back, honestly. They're both pretty good. Don't recommend this guy, but I do recommend Ironhide. He's just, oh, such a great figure. His issues are much like of that of Jazz here, which we will talk about in a future video. But yeah. Anyways, been me, Qua, and oh yeah, this is the other one's gun. Forgot to mention that. But yeah. Anyways, this has been me, Qua. Out. Peace.